Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the first ever live edition of A Vlog with John. I am your host, John, and I'm lying. We're of course not live, this is pre-recorded. But we are live in the sense that I'm doing this video in a single take with no cuts, edits, revisions whatsoever, barely even a script. And here is why. The other week I experienced something called Story Slam, and I wanted to bring you just a touch, a taste, a hint, a saison of that experience to you in this video today. Now, what is a Story Slam, you may ask? Grand question. The Story Slam is a live storytelling competition that adheres to 4 basic rules. Rule number 1, that your story must conform to the theme of the night. Rule number 2, that it must be true as you remember it. Rule number 3, that it must be under 5 minutes long. And rule number 4, that you cannot use any notes of any kind. It must come off your noggin, kind of improv. Alright? So I'm going to try to meet those rules here today with this experience because I didn't have the courage to do it there. So, the theme that they had for that night was guilty pleasures. That will be the theme of my story today. So I have come to love lingering in front of mirrors, especially the mirror in the bathroom across from the shower. I now shower with the fan on, the window open, the door open, so that when I cast aside the curtain, I can see myself in the fogless mirror in all my glory. Now, let's keep this clean, eyes up here, above the waist, but I do love to watch my muscles rise as I'm drying my hair, my ribs ripple beneath my flesh, my kind of ab just be existent right there. I have given into the pleasure of vanity, and it is disgusting, I admit, but I do not apologize. And here's why. A little background information on me. When I was younger, up through middle school, I was quite pudgy. My baby fat kind of lingered and luxuriated all over my body for a long time. Words usually commonly used to describe me were things like pudgy, chubby, Michelin man, and these were by my own loving mother, who I love very dearly. And it created me in a kind of complex. It created in me a hatred of mirrors because whenever I walked in front of a mirror, I saw this disgusting fat thing. And it wasn't just about size, and I can't emphasize that enough. It was a distortion. And as I grew up and grew out of that body, it was still the body that I saw whenever I looked in a mirror. And it frustrated me and disgusted me, and I thought that was the body that everyone saw. Every mirror became a carnival convex mirror that distorted me, and that distortion got kind of reversed and thrown back into me, and I began to really hate myself. I was the guy who would go to the beach and wear a shirt, or the pool. I would never be on the skins team at school, any of that, because I was ashamed, I was disgusted. Now, when I look back on pictures from my middle school and high school days, I realized that I was in pretty good shape. I played football, I lifted, I ran, and I don't know why when I looked in mirrors I saw something disgusting, but it wasn't a true representation of who I was. Now, as I got older, I began to actually grow in to the distortion that I saw in the mirrors, and I didn't even realize it because I thought that's what I already was. And during my first year of teaching, I ate my way into that body. I was stressed. I was working 14, 15, 16 hours a day. I hated myself. I hated my life. And so McDonald's, the one to and from work, became my haven. It was like Norm walking into Cheers every time I went there. Hey, John, here's your supersized Big Mac value meal and a milkshake. Enjoy the cardiac arrest. In that single year of my first year of teaching, I put on close to 80 pounds, and I kept going up and up. And a year later, after I went on this trip to Ireland and saw these pictures of me, I became even more disgusted with myself, hated mirrors even more, because what I saw in that body was failure, was laziness, was basically something just wrong in me, something within. From then on, I struggled with body image, I struggled with weight, I struggled with other issues, depression and things like that. I lost weight, put it back on. But even when I lost the weight, when I looked in the mirror, I still hated what I saw, because it was a representation of something deeper in me that was wrong. But in the past year, I have once again worked very hard to lose a lot of weight. I've lost about 40, 50, 60 pounds in the last year, and now when I look at my body, I actually see the me that other people see. And what that body represents is not some sort of stupid Hollywood value of image, which is just disgusting. And I think, as long as you're happy with yourself, that's all that really matters. I don't see Brad Pitt by any means. In fact, if I had to look like any celebrity, I look like any celebrity, it would probably be Burt Reynolds, an older Burt Reynolds, mainly because of the body hair, But what I see is health, both physical and mental, because I finally have a balance in my life. I finally have relationships that work, that don't make me sad and want out and want to hurt myself. I see hard work and dedication. I see positive things, and I see me. So from now on, when I get out of the shower, I will take my damn old time and stare at myself a little bit. So that's my story. That was under 5 minutes. You can clock it. Thank you for listening. This video is over 5 minutes. I apologize, but that's the nature of the beast. One take. I know there are plenty of flubs in there. I'm not going to fix it because it's kind of live. So deal with it. All right, Sean, everyone else, hope you enjoyed. Happy Wednesday. Until next time, peace out, bitches.